Hi, this is Tammy Hewlett from Swimming and Stamps, and I'm back for my December video for my desktop calendars. For December, I did things a little differently. I actually eliminated the photo box that goes behind. So just click on it twice and eliminate that photo box that we initially set up. And go to your embellishments. And what I used was the Seasonal Snapshot Project Life. I think it's number 125. So just drag that over. It's an embellishment, and I'm just going to put that along the back and increase it so that it's at least 6 inches tall. And you're going to get a little error message, but just ignore it. And then I'm going to crop it so that it is exactly 4 inches wide. And that way, I think it's probably a little bit bigger here. Let me kind of fix that a teeny. There we go. Okay, so that's how I did my background, and then I just went ahead and sent that all the way to the back, and it's all set up. Now for the wreath, that is a stamp that comes with Seasonal Snapshots. And I actually did a little bit of layering here. So first I brought the wreath over, sized it down. You're going to want it maybe about that big. And try to get it nice and centered because we're going to add a lot of stamps here and you're probably not going to want to move this later. Okay, and so I colored this old olive to start out with. I think that's this. Nope. Where is Old Olive? There it is. Okay. And then go ahead and add a drop shadow. And then I went and I added this stamp here, which comes in really big, but again, I made it much smaller, even smaller than that. And I colored it Pear Pizzazz. That's maybe right there, yep. And I just went along and added more leaves so that my wreath looked a little bigger. And I just copied and pasted that a lot. All over, I rotated it, I mirrored it, I flipped it, and I made it bigger and smaller. Again, here's your mirror and your flip. And so that it didn't always look the same. And I just went all the way around the wreath, adding that again and again and again until it looked bushy enough. So go ahead and do that. That took a little bit of time, but I thought it looked really pretty when I was done. And then when I was all finished, adding all those layers, I just brought my wreath stamp all the way to the top so that it looked really pretty. Now to add the berries, I went to my embellishments and selected the basic brads, which I think just come with the software. So I went down here to Real Red and brought in one brad, added a drop shadow, and then I copied and pasted that twice. Kind of made a little threesome here, like that. So it looked like berries. And then I held the shift key down and highlighted all three and grouped them together. Made them a little bit smaller. And then I just went along and put those all around my wreath. Again, copying, rotating. And then when I was all done, I ungrouped one of the sets and kind of spread some single berries along. So that's how you do that part. Okay, then back to the stamps. Up here, there's a real cute Merry Christmas. in your seasonal snapshots. Where is it? There it is. So I brought this over, and again, it's just a little bit too big, but I put that over the whole wreath, and I colored it first real red. I think that's this one. Nope, this one. And then I used the coloring tool, again, zooming it way up. You just have to use these little sliders to be able to manipulate it around. And I colored all the little sparkles more mustard. So I just went around this whole thing and made sure that I got them all. Okay, so you don't have to worry about the dot because we're going to cover that with a rhinestone, but make sure you get all the rest of them. I'm not going to do it right now, but you get the gist of that. And let's see, then I added a rhinestone on top. That was a medium rhinestone. That was pretty easy. And the last thing I did was there is a nice little stamp in here somewhere, right here. This is what I used for the label. So just color that red and you're all set. And you can put whatever December you want on top. And then the last thing I did was go to my gold and silver baker's twine and add a few lines of the gold. I did 3 of them in a row. Oops, that's silver. Let's delete that and go to the gold. Must be on the bottom. Okay, I don't know, somehow, yeah. Is that it? Maybe it's this one. Anyway, you get the gist of what I'm doing. And I cropped it and just, you know, and you can tell what's your 4 inches here. So that it goes across the center. And then I just copied it 3 times, and I used my align tool to make sure that the 3 lines were aligning vertically. So let's see if I have time to do that before my video runs out. So let's copy and paste and paste. So we have 3 of these, and then we just hold the shift key down, get all 3 of them. So we go align left, align vertically, and then use your layers to bring the label up to the front. And while all those little ribbons are still highlighted, well, maybe it's not going to let me. Actually, if I was smart, I would have grouped them while I had them all highlighted. Let's just bring them down and center them. And then the very last thing you want to do is add this bow. And I did have to size this down considerably. It was very big. And I added a drop shadow to that. And that's it for December. So hope you enjoyed that. And I will be back to help you learn how to send your whole calendar off to Stampin' Up! For printing. They changed a few things this year, so that's why I wanted to do the extra video and instructions on how to do that. I hope you enjoyed all these calendars, and please let me know if you have any questions.